Well, this is the video that I hadn't really anticipated doing. I didn't ever see me making a video like this, but sadly the time has come where we've got to have a chat. So grab yourself a coffee or a cup of tea or whatever you have, and let's get into it. For those of you that watch the channel quite regularly, you'll notice that I haven't posted a great deal probably in the last 7 or 8 months. There is a good reason for that, and no, I've not been to prison, all right, but I have been missing for the past 3 or 4 years. In fact, the entirety of the time that I've been posting to this channel, I've been having certain symptoms. So I'd have, to start with, every couple of months I would have flu. When COVID was kicking around, you know, I tested positive for that at least 5 times. And I think I had it 6 or 7 times. I've also been getting other symptoms, like I was developing strange allergies, my eyesight went suddenly, and terrible fatigue where I was just incredibly depressed, and some days I couldn't even get out of bed. I've been struggling to work, let alone do videos. And I've been trying to kind of push through it. I've been doing all the usual things of like thinking, oh, well, I just need to man up a little bit. Maybe it's just age, you know, everyone's eyesight goes when they get a little bit older, and you know, maybe my immune system's low, and maybe it's caffeine that's causing problems. Maybe if I can reduce caffeine, sleep better, reduce stress, maybe if I can increase my immune system and test my testosterone levels, and maybe if I sort out my gut health, test my blood sugar levels, all these things I can get to the bottom of it. And to be honest, I wasn't really making any progress. There was times when I just felt a little bit better, but I'd still get relapses in those symptoms. And I was getting those relapses once every couple of months. That went down to once a month. So for a week of every 30-day period, I was sick. I had flu, and I couldn't really establish any patterns. I wasn't really looking for it. I just knew that I just weren't right. If I trained particularly hard, or if I had a big race, I got sick, you know, pretty much straight afterwards. If it's a multi-day thing, by day 2 or 3, I was just vomiting for no reason, you know, and just completely out of character for me. You know, I think this channel has been built on like no nonsense, let's get the job done, and I'm far from that now. Recently, the relapsing symptoms has become more and more regularly. In the last couple of months, it's been every 2 weeks. I've been getting sick for 3 or 4, up to 7 days at a time. And I just felt constantly ill and unwell, not really being able to put my finger on it, just feeling weak, really. I talk to people and say, oh yeah, you know, it's not a great time of year and all this. And I'm like, no, there's something more than that. I'm not just being a lettuce, you know, there's something not quite right. So currently, if I have a bad day, if I have a late night, if I spend too much time talking to people, if I have conversations that are quite intense, you know, lots of eye contact and lots of thinking and lots of like minding my words and answering deep questions, it wipes me out. Having a couple of beers just wipes me out. Overexerting myself, just 100%, just completely takes me out of the picture. So what do I think it is? Well, I've run loads of tests. My bloods are in really good shape. I've currently got a blood sugar monitor, tested my blood sugar. I've sent my poo off to get analysed. I've worked on my gut health. I've tried periods without coffee. I've been doing meditation, de-stress. I've got doctor's appointments coming up where I can move on to like the next set of tests, but everything at the minute is pointing towards a condition called ME, otherwise known as chronic fatigue syndrome, which up until now, I mean, I knew it existed. I did an interview with a wheelchair rugby league player who, you know, developed chronic fatigue syndrome when he was at high school, and you know, now he's He can't walk without a cane, you know, he's in a bad state. So things are getting worse, and this is why I've not posted to this channel, because the very thing that this channel is about, which is trail running, ultra running and resilience, I just can't do it. I've not been able to run. I had so many events for 2024 lined up. I had a great challenge where I was going to ride my motorbike to Morocco and then climb the 4 highest peaks in North Africa in a weekend, and then ride back. And I had a world record attempt in July with some other former Royal Marines. And you know, unless I get some answers and get some way of preventing these symptoms, it's all just cancelled, which obviously means that this channel is a little bit obsolete, which I'm gutted about. I'm gutted because everything that I kind of stand for, if someone said to me, what's your unique ability, I would say I've had some shit times in my life and I've always pulled through. And you know, I'm not the fittest, I'm not the fastest, but I can hang in there with grit and determination, and I haven't got that now. I physically can't do it. I can't even train. You know, just going to the gym just wipes me out. And even just talking to camera now, you know, I'm developing these cluster headaches. My throat's getting tight, my voice is starting to go, and it's a real effort. But I love video. I love making videos, you know. As well as this channel, there's 3 or 4 other channels that I run, whether it's video or podcasts, channels at work, and it's all slipping away. My identity is shifting. I'm not who I'm not the person that I've created and developed throughout my life. Everything throughout my life has led me to this point here, and you know, 2023 I really set out my stall to put everything into my channel. I've not been able to. With the handful of races I've done, I've finished sick and unwell, and you know, it's left everybody kind of scratching their heads, you know, what happened. And so it's the end of this channel. It's not the end of me, it's not the end of my videos, but it's pretty much the end of kind of running. Definitely ultra running. I can't do it. My family are getting quite concerned. They think I really need to kind of cut back and start winding back and slowing down, and they're right. I do really need to pull it back. Otherwise, life, like you know, it's already affecting my work. It's affecting everything, really. I'm getting better at managing the symptoms. I'm getting better at recognizing when I'm starting to pick up, you know, when I'm starting to get run down. I've developed these like pins and needles in my cheeks, and my throat starts to swell up and becomes dry. You get the cluster headaches, it's a huge symptom. And that's the point at which I know I have to slow down, maybe even go to bed and just relax. Because if I don't, I'll be written off for days. It's all ironic because on my website I had this quote, which is, one day I won't be able to do this anymore, but today is not that day. Well, that day's been and gone. I can't do this anymore. So what am I going to do? Well, I'm going to start a different channel. I think there's a lot of value in leaving what I've done up on YouTube for people to watch, people to still do find the videos and watch them. And I'd like it to be a record of what I have done in the past, or some of the things that I've done in the past, but I won't be posting to this channel anymore. I've actually launched a new channel, which I'm calling Craig Williams Adventure. A little less ultra than it has been in the past. I've got loads of stuff planned, you know. I'm going to renovate an old van and go and have weekends away with my little dog, who's my best mate. I've obviously got my bike, and I'm going to do bike trips with my brother. And a lot of other stuff. I'm going to also walk you through what I'm doing about about my health and managing the symptoms. In January, I'm going to eliminate a ton of foods to, you know, to give myself the best chance of getting through this. I'm going to test myself in different ways, and I've just got to be smart about it. I also want to share a little bit more about my symptoms, because I made a post on Facebook, and there's other people that have got this, that, you know, that kind of suffering with this, or whether it's diagnosed, not diagnosed, or just developing or whatever, and maybe if I can raise a bit of awareness. Sounds a bit cliche, but you know, maybe I can help in other ways. So that's that. So I don't want your fucking sympathy. That's not what I want. But what I do want is, you know, if you enjoy my stuff more than just the running, my personality, you know, whatever it is, then jump over to the channel and follow me along there. You know, there won't be a great deal of running and stuff like that, but there will be the great outdoors. There will be bits of adventure. You know, I'll throw as much humour in there as I can, and I'll be launching it sometime over Christmas, all being well. You might have to be a little bit patient with me, because, you know, I'm not fucking kidding when I say I struggle some days. So thank you to everybody. That, you know, every comment has been incredible, and still is now. You know, I set up this channel to inspire people, and people have told me that they've been inspired to do more. So it's kind of achieved the aim. So for those that are not jumping over to the new channel, then thank you very much, and take care, and good luck in everything you do. And those that do, you know, I'll see you there, and thank you very much.